20th, 2026. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Tonight we will have our invocation delivered by Dr. David Walker, Solid Rock Community Church, our Pledge of Allegiance led by Dr. Michael Allen, our Chief of Staff and Strategy. Our national anthem will be performed by the Tohopikalaiga High School Orchestra Ensemble. Our mission statement will be read by Dr. Michael Allen. Are you going to do that instead?
I'll do whatever you would like me to, Chair.
We had a family emergency. So by Dr. Michael Allen, our Chief of Staff and Strategy, and our interpretation services provided by Bethsaida Morales, ESOL resource teacher. If you will take a moment and stand with us, please.
May we all bow our heads. Most Heavenly Father, as we come before you now, prepared to have this very important meeting, we ask God that you would honor the mission of this district, God, the mission to inspire all learners to reach their highest potential as responsible, productive citizens. We ask, oh God, that you would allow the vision that the Osceola School District will work in partnership with families in the community to ensure all leaders develop the essential knowledge and skills to strengthen our thriving community. We ask, oh God, that you would give this board of directors, this board to lead this community in education. Give them the wisdom, Father, that they would have the insight to lead our children in education and to learning. Father, I ask that you would bless the parents that are here, God, as they have brought their children into the school district to be educated and well-informed. We ask you, oh God, that you would lead with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, so that way this community of children, this community of parents, this community of leaders would lead, would receive all that you have for us. We thank you, oh God, and we praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The mission statement of the School District of Osceola County is inspiring all learners to reach their highest potential as responsible, productive citizens.
Good evening, Betsaida Morales Rivera, Interpretation Services for Multicultural. Betsaida Morales Rivera, traducción en español.
She's good. Her name is Betsaida.
With that, we're moving on to positive comment from the board and our superintendent. Today we have with us Dr. Renee Clayton. She is our Deputy Superintendent of Teaching, Learning, and Leading. She's filling in for Dr. Shanoff tonight. So I'll start with you and your positive comments, Dr. Clayton.
Yes, thank you. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Shanoff, and of course acknowledging all of the efforts across the entire district, I have to acknowledge we just did our mid-year strategic plan update for our board members, and so I'd like to have a reiteration of some of the celebrations very quickly, just for the good of the public. So the first one that I'd like to acknowledge is our district-wide graduation rate. We have to celebrate. We have the highest official graduation rate in history, district-wide. 91.1%. This is lag data, so it's for graduating seniors who graduated last school year, and it is a 2.3 percentage point increase over the prior year and a 6.3 percentage increase since 22-23. And that comes from the very, very intentional work from pre-K all the way through 12, as well as the cross-functional systems across our entire district. So we're really excited about that. I do want to acknowledge that the traditional public schools that do not include the charter schools, our graduation rate actually jumps to 93%. So we want to acknowledge those highest percentages we've ever had. The second thing that I would like to acknowledge is our acceleration rate. These are the acceleration points for our students who have college and career credit, either through an industry certification, AP credit, IB, dual enrollment, and we have a preliminary rate of 72% acceleration rate, which is also the highest that we've ever had. It's also a lag data point from last year's graduating seniors, and the prior year was 58%, so it's a 14 percentage point increase, and it may or may not fluctuate just a little bit from students by the end of the year that as they come through and process through the system. We know that it's at least a 72%, so we're very proud of that data point. Again, that comes from everybody working together. That's not just a one person celebration. That's for the whole district. And then another one is our College Board AP Honor Roll. We have been recognized by College Board, which oversees our AP courses and our AP assessments, and 10 out of 12 of our district high schools have achieved the AP Honor Roll Award, which would include platinum level, silver level, and bronze level. So this is for recognition based on criteria that reflect a commitment to increasing a college-going culture, providing opportunities for students to earn college credit, and maximize their college readiness. And so the platinum winners are those who were recognized at the platinum level are Neo City Academy and Osceola County School for the Arts. Our silver category is Celebration High School, Harmony High School, Osceola High School, St. Cloud High School, and Tehopa Caliga High School. And then our bronze category is Gateway High School, Point Siena High School, and Paths, our technical high school. And so we will definitely, we appreciate that honor. And last but not least, I have to honor our school board members. It is School Board Appreciation month for their commitment. Actually, for the appreciation month is to honor school board members and their leadership to improve and support public education. And now more than ever, public education is so important, and they are all so invested in what is happening for the good of not only our students, our employees, but our entire community. So we have a little gift for you. For this appreciation. Thank you. Yes.
Little.
That's big.
Wow. Unless we're all sharing the same one.
You're welcome.
A puppy.
A puppy. Puppies are fun, but they take a little maintenance. There you go. So thank you to the school board members. Without their dedication and vision, we definitely wouldn't be seeing the outcomes that we are seeing in our systems improving each day. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. Ms. Garcia?
Everyone, welcome back. I guess January gave us. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. January gave us a fresh start, and I want to thank the staff, our families, our educators for everything they do every day. And also, this is a very sincerely thank you to the staff that they always take time. In every meeting that we have agenda reviews. For those of you that don't know, we meet with the staff, everyone, and all the questions that we have are answered during that time. Sometimes you see us quiet and we don't ask any questions. It's because prior to this, we get ready and we have all those questions answered by the staff. And sometimes we spend an hour and we take some time from our peers that, you know, it's supposed to be sometimes 45 minutes and we take longer because we have concerns. But I publicly want to say thank you for that. And she just mentioned the 91.1% graduation rate is the highest in the district history. So that is a testament to the hard work and dedication of our staff. And we continue with that legacy and that testament. And we're going to continue that hard work during this year. And we're here to help in whatever way we can support. And I also want to add the incoming 6th grade orientation night and the 9th grade student orientation night. Those are January 22nd and January 26th from 6 to 7 in each school, middle schools or high schools. And in addition to that, I want to thank Pastor Mariano Ayala and Socorro Ayala for their deep dedication to our community. Pastor Mariano just softly retired, but when a pastor say that they're going to retire, they never retire. They keep working in the community, but I wanted to publicly say thank you for everything that he's done for our community and our students.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Bronson?
I'm next. I would like to give a shout out to the maintenance department. With the support of 2 contractors from Mason Engineering, our maintenance team had 4 outstanding individuals who stayed late, working until 12:30 in the morning to ensure that Harmony High School's boilers were operational and that our students would have heat. And this is since our big cold snap. A special shout out to HVAC foreman Moses Youngslau, plumber David Bracey, project manager assistant Michael Foncannon, and Chip Bishop, assistant to the maintenance of director. Thank you so much, maintenance department, for your dedication and your commitment to our students and our staff. Let's see. I'm excited to share that I am officially a bookmark buddy at Narcoossee Elementary. Our 3rd grade students need extra encouragement as they build their reading skills and prepare for future testing. And you can join me if you'd like to make a difference. Volunteers meet one-on-one with a student at a participating Osceola Elementary School. There's quite a few to pick from. And for just 1 week, for just 1 hour a week. And there's no tutoring experience that's required. All training and materials they provide for you. It's meaningful, it's fun, and it helps our students. And if you would like to do that, you can contact Miss Jamie Rodriguez at the Education Foundation. I also got to participate on the Rise Up bus for Osceola. The Osceola School District is bringing a Rise Up bus to Osceola Library System branches. The Rise Up bus, it's a yellow renovated bus designed to look like a mini pre-K classroom. It's equipped with resources that help parents and families of preschoolers and toddlers build reading and literacy skills. Families are guided through hands-on activities that support early learning and school readiness. They have 2 separate classes from newborn to 2 and then ages 3 to 4. And I was able to take part, and I surprised the classes. I know all the songs and movements to the favorite classics like The Wheels on the Bus, all the versions, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, and the cleanup song. And it was just great getting to see so many families participate in the Rise Up program. On Mondays, they are at the library in Poinciana. On Tuesday, BVL. Wednesday, West Osceola. Thursday at the Veterans Memorial Library in St. Cloud, and on Friday, downtown Kissimmee at the Hart Memorial Library. Osceola County Library, it has a full schedule of events on the website, and you can select what library you're closest to find out future dates and times and more information. And I also was at the Martin Luther King Day of Service to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I attended the Martin Luther King Jr. Unity Celebration at the Kissimmee Lakefront, and it was a wonderful day that brought our community together to honor Dr. King's legacy of unity and service. Some of our teachers and staff were there, and they came up and introduced themselves, which was lovely, and I was able to answer some questions for families and just connect and have a great day. And I also attended the Martin Luther King Day of Service at Peghorn Park in St. Cloud. That was on Monday, where I was able to work with the St. Cloud's very own Cub Scout Pack 9, and we weeded an orange grove together. They have an orange grove exhibit, and we cleared debris from the trail that leads to the skate park. And it was just meaningful to see so many families come out and participate in these events and celebrate togetherness.
Thank you. Okay. I too want to extend congratulations to the district leadership team, the teachers, the students, the parents, in taking a look at the midpoint results for our strategic plan. It really kind of grounds us on the board to see the great work that's being done. For me particularly, I was just really in awe of the storytelling that is being done through the use of data and how every part of our district is really focused and in lockstep to ensure that every student receives the best education possible. And that extends not only to the students that are here in our district-run schools, but that also extends to our students that are homeschooled, our students that are attending charter schools. We really think about all of our students as part of Osceola School District, and I was just really happy for the data. It's beautiful to have it in front of you and to really just to see how every little part of our school district kind of feeds into this beautiful story of the great work that we are doing here, that you are doing here. So I'm just really excited to see where we will go. The top, the highest graduation rate that we've ever received, amazing. But there's so many other good stories that we're telling. Folks, students are taking accelerated courses at a higher rate than ever. Families are more engaged than ever. Our teams are more engaged than ever. And yes, there's things that we still need to work on, but I really just today want to elevate the good work that's happening here in Osceola. Understanding that it isn't just one department that's working, it's every department working together. Understanding that there's a lot of risks that have been taken and risk taking has paid back, and understanding that we can't do any of it without the community support. So really just want to elevate that, take a moment of pause and of gratefulness to the great work that you're doing. I also want to congratulate some of our students at Neptune Elementary, or Neptune Middle, I'm so sorry. Carly Leach, Ezemar Francois, and Lucy Graham, they were interviewed by the news because they submitted a bill last year to Representative Stark for the bill contest. That bill has been filed. Do we have any students here in middle school and elementary? Any middle schoolers? Listen, if y'all get recess next year, you need to thank these students because they are advocating for y'all to get recess. And I met them yesterday. I did go to a day of service. It wasn't in Osceola. I went to Orange County, but there was other Osceolians there. And Carly was one of the students. And I was just taken aback by the work that they're doing. And I'm like, y'all may get recess. So just wanted to elevate them and their parents and their teachers. And of course, Representative Stark for taking our students and really taking civic duty to the next level. So we'll see what happens. We'll be tracking. I also want to congratulate all the high schools on their graduation rates. That is hard work that happens every single day. And I just want to elevate them and just, thank them and congratulate them for the great work that they're doing. And that is all I have.
Thank you. I'd like to recognize the committee that was convened for naming of AAA High School. We will be voting on that later in the agenda. So I just want to thank all of you who were part of that committee for taking the time out of your busy schedules to come together and really think hard on what name would represent that school and that district over the coming years. So that'll be coming later on tonight. I also want to say that I was at Celebration K-8's Career Day last week. This is something that they used to do many, many years ago, and it kind of fell off the radar, and their student government teacher there decided to bring it back with the student government students, and they had over 50 volunteers come out to go into classrooms, go into the auditorium, the media center, any space that they could put a volunteer to talk about their career. They had a heart that was there, from a heart surgeon, just a lot of different interesting things, some pilots, exposing students to careers. So I went and I spoke as a school board member, what it means to be a school board member. I thought the kids, would think, oh, what's this boring job? But as soon as we got into the discussion, they really did start to ask questions. They got engaged, and the teacher emailed me after the fact and said they had 20 more questions for her about what we do as school board members and as a school district after I left, because we only had a certain amount of time we could be there. So just kudos to them for the work that they did to pull that together for their students. And I also visited Voyager K-8 the first week back from the break for an author visit there. Their media specialist, Miss Reed, loves to bring authors out to her school and have them speak to the students. And so she had a Florida-based author named Taryn Souders, who was actually releasing one of her books that day. She's written many books for students over the years. And so her newest one, Secrets of the Broken House, was being released. She writes murder mysteries for students, and she definitely keeps it on their level. She said she doesn't like the blood or the gore or anything like that, so there's none of that in her books. But throughout the story, they're trying to solve a murder mystery. And she actually used, since it was called The Secrets of the Broken House, she used the framework of a floor plan for a home. So like the foundation, the walls, all of that, to really tell students how she writes her book. So it was really interesting to see. I enjoyed it. The students really enjoyed it. And I told her I was going to buy her book and read it. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to add it to my book list this year. With that, we are done with positive comment, and we will move on to our fine arts moment. So we have a performance by student Anthony Pacheco from Professional and Technical High School, who will deliver an original speech titled "The Process for Achieving Success."
How do you think success is measured? To be honest, in my 17 years of living, I don't really know myself. However, when I was younger, I watched my single mother in our shared home working 2 jobs, all while attending college. And while if you didn't think that was enough, she then had to fight cancer for 2 grueling years. But even through all this hardship, she was still able to attend all school and sporting events all by herself. See, now that I see her, she could be retired at the age of 39, but instead she's teaching. Not because she has to, but simply for the love of it. The reason why I talk about my mother is because she inspired me. She knew what she wanted, so she worked harder than any other person I've ever seen. In today's society, we want to achieve this success without putting in any effort, but that's simply impossible. Because achieving success is a rigorous, complex, but rewarding process requiring you to accept failure as an opportunity, to stay motivated every single day, And lastly, to stay strong and true to yourself even when facing adversity. The first point I would like to make to start your path to success is that you must accept failure as an opportunity. You see, a study was conducted by the University of Chicago in 2019, and in their conclusion, they stated the extent to which individuals learn from their failures and apply that knowledge determine their success trajectory. Ultimately meaning that though you will fail, but if you utilize what you learned from your failures, the sky is the limit. This also just highlights the importance of failure. Although we fear failing, if we truly want to see the beauty of success, the only way is to fail, because only through trial and error will we see what works and what doesn't. And if worse comes to worse, and you hit rock bottom, well, there's only one way left to go, and that is up. So please, fail as many times as you like, but learn from it. Keep on going and reach your peak. Now, for my second point I'd like to make to achieving success, it requires you to stay motivated. Every day from when I get up, I wonder to myself, why? Why get up? Why go to school? Why go to work? Why even try? Well, one, if I didn't go to school, my mother would beat my butt and lecture my ear off. And two, I go to work because, well, who doesn't love money? But we need something deeper. In order to achieve success, we need self-determination. Something that personally motivates us to get up every day and give our 110%. To back up what I'm saying, the U.S. Department of Education conducted a research on self-determination from 2019 to 2022. And in their conclusion, they stated, self-determination leads to academic success as a result of committing oneself fully to the learning process. Being motivated can help us truly reach our full potential. Think about that. Just having one reason to get up can truly help us to achieve success. So find something that pushes you forward, something that you hold dear to your heart. You see, the best piece of advice that I can give you is to set small goals for yourself every single day and do your very best to achieve them. At the end of the day, our motivation and determination defines us as who we are and how others view us. It shows how far we're willing to go to achieve what we want. So be motivated to get up every day with a purpose. You can do it. Don't have it be one day. Let it be day one.
Hey.
The last point I'd like to give is achieving success requires you to stay strong even when facing adversity. Let's be honest. No matter where we go, what we do, there will always be challenges in our way. But how we get through those challenges, that shows really who we are. It will show how far you're willing to go to achieve your success. You see, a study in 2019 by the Brain Institute states having the quality to persevere through adversity enables you to overcome challenges and is fundamental to personal growth. Meaning that having the quality of perseverance can grow your mindset that you can achieve anything, even in the toughest of challenges that come your way. Times will get hard. There's no doubt in my mind that it won't. But we, as a society, have overcome so many hardships. We have the indomitable spirit to do anything, to overcome everything that stands in our way. If we stand true to who we are, if we keep pushing even the lowest of times, there will be no end in sight. Even in small things such as work or school, as seen in a study in 2021 by the National Library of Medicine. Those who have grit saw success in academics with grades and in their career with promotions. So even in our adolescence, the ability to persevere helps us in so many ways to achieve success. So please, do not give up through obstacles. Do not change your views on life due to challenges. Keep on going no matter what. I truly believe we can achieve greatness, but we cannot let obstacles stop us. Together, we will shine brighter than any star. Now, to finally conclude, I felt through writing my speech, I realized to me, success meant to make everyone in my life that I met proud of me. But then I realized that success cannot be defined by a singular word. Because to everyone, success is different. So I'll use a quote by someone who we can universally agree is successful. Mr. 50 Cent. He once said, get rich or die trying. Or in other words, achieve success
What he said.
no matter what. So with all that being said, achieving success is a rigorous complex, but rewarding process requiring you to accept failure as an opportunity, to stay motivated every single day, and lastly, stay strong and true to yourself even when facing adversity. And at the end of the day, I truly hope everyone in this room achieves the success that they desire and deserve. Thank you.
That was so good, and I want to let you know we're going to tell Dr. Shanoff to make sure he watched that performance because you used day one in it, and I don't know if you know, but that's his thing, is every day is day one. So congratulations on such a great speech. Next up, we have a proclamation for Celebrate Literacy Week, January 26th through 30th, 2026. It will be read by Dr. Beth Davis, Coordinator for ELA and Social Studies.
Good evening, Board. Thank you. We're requesting the approval of Celebration Literacy Week Florida proclamation in recognition of the state observance taking place, as you mentioned, the week of January 26th through the 30th. The theme, Red, White, and Blue, celebrating 250 chapters of America. As we know, the Osceola County School District is committed to fostering a culture in which every student and adult has access to high-quality literacy instruction, engaging reading experiences, and the support needed to become confident, capable readers. Celebrate Literacy Week provides an opportunity to highlight the importance of reading, recognize the outstanding efforts of educators and students, and encourage communities throughout the state to join together in promoting literacy. The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas the week of January 26th through 30th, 2026 is designated by the Florida Department of Education as Celebrate Literacy Week Florida, and whereas the School District of Osceola County, under the leadership of the school board and superintendent, has an intense focus on student achievement, and whereas literacy prepares students to become independent readers and thinkers who can construct and apply knowledge, and whereas literacy enables students to become productive adults who can compete globally and contribute positively to society. And whereas the vision of the School District of Osceola County ensures every student has a promising and successful future, and literacy is the foundation of all learning. Now, therefore, the School Board of Osceola County, Florida, does hereby proclaim January 26th through 30th, 2026 as Celebrate Literacy Week Florida in the School District of Osceola County.
So moved.
I have a motion by Ms. Castillo,
Second.
a second by Ms. Garcia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations. It's Celebrate Literacy Week here in Osceola County. Next, we have the approval for the proclamation for Black History Month, February. This will be presented by Tia Tasha Brown, our Director of Secondary Education.
All right. Good evening, board members. Black History Month proclamation, February 1st through February 28th, 2026. Whereas February has been nationally designated as a time to recognize and celebrate the contributions of African Americans to our nature's culture and history. Whereas it is important to understand the different origins, culture, and heritage of all Americans. Whereas it is appropriate that all citizens reflect upon, cherish, and sustain the contributions that Black individuals, both past and present, have made to our nation. Dr. Martin Luther King, Maya Angelou, Lou Gossett Jr., Rosa Parks, Thurgood Marshall, Fannie Lou Hamer, Ben Carson, Mae Jemison, George Washington Carver, and many more. Whereas such gifted individuals have given of their very best so that we may be sustained and inspired during hard times and encouraged to celebrate and rejoice during happy times. And now, therefore, be it resolved that the School District of Osceola County, Florida, does hereby proclaim February 2026 as Black History Month. Thank you.
So moved.
I have a motion by Ms. Castillo,
I second.
a second by Ms. Bronson. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. February is Black History Month in Osceola County. With that, we'll move on to 3.01, our approval of the administrative appointment for Cody Petrogelli. Dr. Clayton, you have the floor.
Okay, yes, come on up. All right. Cody Prajangeli has held the following positions, starting as actually a student in 3rd grade, going all the way through from Michigan Avenue Elementary to St. Cloud Middle to St. Cloud High School, and now as a teacher starting in 2007. She was a teacher at Narcoossee Elementary, a teacher at Eastlake Elementary, a literacy coach at Sunrise Elementary, and a literacy coach at Canoe Creek K-8 currently. And she earned a bachelor's degree in elementary education from the University of South Florida and a master's degree in educational leadership from Capella University. We are recommending she's the assistant principal for Canoe Creek K-8.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Castillo,
Second.
second by Ms. Garcia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Congratulations, you're now assistant principal.
Good evening. I want to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude for this incredible opportunity to serve as assistant principal at Canoe Creek K-8. Standing here today is truly an honor. I am humbled by the trust and confidence you have placed in me. When I began my journey in educational leadership 15 years ago, there were many moments along the way when I wasn't sure if this was the path I was meant to follow. I questioned myself, I struggled at times, and I wondered where I truly fit. But over the years, something powerful happened. I found a genuine support system, colleagues who believed in me, leaders and mentors who guided me, friends and family, too many to list personally, who have encouraged me, and students who reminded me why this work matters. Because of that support, I stand here today completely confident that this is the right choice and the right path. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. To our superintendent, district leaders, and the entire hiring committee, thank you for believing in my vision, my passion for education, and my commitment to our students. Your support means more than I can say, and I'm excited to partner with you in continuing the great work happening in this district. To Mr. Noyes and our school leadership team, thank you for welcoming me so openly. I'm eager to continue learning from you, collaborating with you, and contributing to the culture where every student, every staff member feels seen, supported, and valued. I also want to give a special and heartfelt thank you to Mr. Noyes. You've believed in me from the beginning, challenged me to grow, and taught me so much about leadership, collaboration, and staying grounded in what truly matters. Your guidance has shaped the leader I am today, and I am deeply grateful for your support and trust. I will continue to carry your lessons with me into this next chapter and look forward to learning more. To my mom and my children, Keegan and Harley, my constant rocks and my greatest support system, thank you. You've stood by me through every high and every low. You've believed in me on the days when I've struggled to believe in myself. Your strength, your love, and your unwavering encouragement has carried me farther than you know. I would not be standing here today without you. To the CCK8 teachers and staff, you are the heart of our school. The work you do every day changes lives, and I'm grateful for the chance to continue to stand beside such dedicated professionals. I'm here to support you, advocate for you, and work with you to create the best possible teaching and learning. As I step into this role, I do so with enthusiasm, humility, and a full heart. I'm beyond excited for the work ahead and deeply grateful for the opportunity to serve. Thank you again for this honor, and I'm ready to get started.
Congratulations again. Next up, we have 3.02, approval of the administrative resignations.
I make a motion.
Motion by Ms. Bronson,
Second.
second by Ms. Garcia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next up, we are on to 4.01, our agenda modifications. Dr. Clayton, do you have any modifications?
No modifications.
Ms. Garcia? Ms. Bronson?
None.
Ms. Castillo?
No, ma'am.
I am going to pull one item, 10.15.
For discussion or out of the agenda?
For discussion. With that, do I have a motion to approve the modified agenda as submitted, pulling 10.15 for discussion?
So
make-
moved. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a motion by Ms. Castillo,
I'll second.
a second by Ms. Bronson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. 10.15, I just wanted to pull this item. It's the approval of the architect agreement with Zykovich LLC for Voyager K-8 School Classroom Building Addition Project. I wanted to pull this item. It was something we brought up during strategic plan, and I thought it was important for Mr. Sharma to come up and kind of explain to the community why we are already building a new classroom building addition at a school that we just built last year. So if you could just explain to the audience what's happening over on the east side of the community.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. We've been trying to manage the growth on the east side of town, I guess for a better part of 5 years. Family empowerment scholarships have changed the landscape. We're having a hard time getting our projections right because our formulas that have been good for 25 years no longer work. And as we're continuing to gather that data and understand how growth now works in this new environment, we realize that the Voyager community is going to grow significantly over the short term. And there is already a waiting list of over 100 students to go to that school. School is at capacity. It has been from the day we opened. Last summer, we added 5 portables, and we only have space for 5 more. Now, we want those students to come to our schools, and so in assessing all of our options, we realized that the timeline to build an entirely new school is going to be probably 3 years before we can get it done, and we don't have the land acquired as yet. So the school was designed with the ability to add a wing in the space that exists right up abutting it. We are currently looking at adding probably a 2 or 3 story, absolutely 2. We're assessing whether we can do 3 stories. It'll be a significantly large K-8 school. It's probably, at the end of it, would be the largest K-8 school in the district. And so understanding what that means from an operational standpoint, principal, assistant principals, and safety and security, and all the other things that go into it, as well as the traffic impacts to the community. But we believe that the best investment in the short term would be to add the wing onto the school. It would give us the ability to absorb the students that are currently there, and also give us the time needed to look for properties in the future. It could also change the timeline for when our new school on the east side would be built, potentially push it out a year or 2. But those are all things we're still assessing. So we feel that the best plan for us right now would be to design the new wing, add it onto the school. Our plan would be to wrap up the design this summer of 2026, construct that wing addition over a year, and open it during the summer of 2027.
Thank you. With that school too, with the addition, how many student stations could it generate? You said you're looking at definitely 2 stories, but possibly 3.
Yes. So we have between at a 2-story, we will add 440 student stations. 3 stories would get us to 620. So again, we're trying to look at all the other implications, how it impacts transportation, how it would impact safety, security, how it would impact just management of the school with 1 principal and assistant principal. We still have to assess the need for an elevator and the timelines for those things and how it ties into our existing systems. So as we get into the engineering, then we will make the best decisions. The idea is to maximize the amount of student stations we can get though.
All right, thank you. Are there any other questions from the board with this item being pulled? Nope. All right, with that, I do make a motion to approve 10.15.
I second.
I have a second by Ms. Bronson. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Motion to approve item 12.03.
Um,
So we just approved information. items
yes,
with the
thank you,
agenda.
sorry. 12.03, motion by Ms. Castillo,
Second.
second by Ms. Garcia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. 13.01,
Motion to approve.
motion by Ms. Castillo,
Second.
second by Ms. Garcia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. With that, we're on to 14.01, naming of AAA High School. I invite the Is there a community representation from the committee? Does anyone want to speak on it from our team? Usually we have in the past. Okay. No? All right. I just want to state for the record, for the public, since this is a new high school, normally we have some attendance here for it, but I'm just going to pull this up. So, and read from the agenda. In preparation for the naming of the new school, each school board member appointed 2 representatives to serve on the naming committee. The committee met on December 15th, 2025 to review options and discuss recommendations. Following deliberation, the committee selected the following name for the school board's consideration: Nova Lakes High School. Prior to the committee meeting, community feedback was solicited through a public survey. Community members provided a variety of naming suggestions, which were reviewed and considered by the committee as part of the naming process. So with that, we have Nova Lakes High School to be voted on today as the name for AAA High School.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion by Ms. Garcia.
I second.
A second by Ms. Bronson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. We are now on to public comment. I only have one item in front of me. Ms. Lori Massey. I'm sorry.
Hi there. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
It's a little intimidating. You are closer than you were at Gateway High School.
It's not as bright on you, though.
Well, yes. Okay. So good evening. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm here to talk about the decision that the board made to take away our full-time tech at each school building. If you remember, Dr. Shanoff told me at the July meeting, I believe, that he wanted me to keep him filled in or updated about the opinions of it going through. I do want to take responsibility for maybe not even putting tickets in the way we were supposed to the year prior, which brought about this decision because we weren't showing the need for our full-time tech. So I was one of those famous ones. I would just call them up and be like, hey, come fix this, instead of putting in the ticket. And I regret that now. So I'm really on that now. But when they are inside our building, the to-do list, because they have 3 schools each, I believe, the to-do list for them is really overwhelming, I'm sure. Besides the fact of the tickets they do have, the things that happen at the moment's notice when they do need to be pulled for this or that. Yikes. So I'm just one teacher at a school of about 40 teachers, about 750 plus students, Narcousie Elementary, yay. And other tech jobs that they do have to take care of, and I don't even know if these are official jobs, but these are the things that we bother our tech people for, are the school news. They might help with the media center, smart boards, classroom mics, document cameras, teacher laptops, and of course not to mention our school student laptops, sounds, screens, data updates on those, anything else that's techie world that I need their help with personally. And I don't want to stress, I don't want to forget to stress either that we don't have enough computers for every student to be loaned out when their computer is being fixed. So sometimes I find myself as a teacher looking to borrow one of the absent students' stuff to get them. But then when they don't have a borrowed or loaner computer, they then have to miss the teaching that day because then they have to go do the makeup test because they weren't able to get something replaced that day and fixed. No way am I saying that our tech people at our school buildings are at fault. They do a phenomenal job. But I definitely think one tech taking care of about 2,500 students over those 3 schools they're in charge of, 150 teachers in that combined 3 schools. I can't imagine the juggling they have to do and to get everything done. So maybe just again, since July, please consider giving us back each building a full-time tech. We need. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Massey. Thanks. We'll be sure that Dr. Shanoff gets your comment as well. We're on to 16.01, attorney comments.
None, thank you.
Thank you. Next is our board committee reports. Do we have any board committee reports at this time? I do have a note in here to discuss a new appointed citizen for the Value Adjustment Board. Can, Ms. Graber, is that something we need to do tonight? Okay.
Well, I actually happen to know.
Okay, go, Ms.
Because
McKee.
I was talking about it with
Okay.
Joy earlier. So there's somebody on that committee that the board appointed that needs to resign.
Mhm.
And so we need to appoint someone to that.
Okay.
That's what should be on the table, or at least a discussion of thinking about whether one of us has someone to appoint.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else has sat in on a value adjustment board meeting, but I have, because I've been the representative for that. They meet with the county and they go over what the county is bringing forward. I know our last representative was a realtor in the community, and I think someone from the Realtor Association might be of value there because of what they are discussing in those meetings. So just to keep in mind, I guess we'll put that out there for this meeting, and if someone has someone in mind, we'll bring it forward to Joy Massell and go from there. And if not, we will try to make sure we get someone before the next meeting happens. Is that good?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. With that, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you for being here tonight. How effective are we?